Good evening. Jim Costello, Sam Lehman Morton, and you're in Jim's Trans Zone. So here's the questions I get asked a lot, and you're probably thinking the same things. What's my car worth? What are my payments going to run? What's the interest rate? How long is that for? What's the best rate I can get? A lot of those questions have a lot of different answers. So, what I'm going to try and do is try and kind of break some of them down. What's my car worth? Well, as you get looking at values of vehicles, one of the problems that many people do is they look up one location and they say, oh, so one company says my car is worth $10,000. And if they're happy with that, then they go on and they tell everybody that they talk to as a salesperson, hey, my car's worth $10,000. But the truth of the matter is, it's really not. There are a lot of different periodicals out there that will tell you what your car's worth. Everybody's got an opinion. So, if you want to be realistic, here's some of the things that you can do to make it so that you're as educated as possible. One, look up as many different locations. Kelley Blue Book, Black Book, NADA, Edmunds has got something. So check them all out. And when you're looking at your vehicle, be 100% honest with yourself. If you tell yourself a lie, that's not going to help you when you go to try and buy a car. Because what you really want to do is negotiate the very best deal that you can get for yourself, right? I mean, that's what I'd want. So, check out everybody. Add them all together, take an average. Now, when you're looking at your vehicle, be honest with yourself. If it's got scratches on it, most car dealers, depending upon how many miles are on it, and depending upon what condition it is, they're probably going to want to try and resell it. If they want to resell it, what it retails for really does not matter. But reconditioning is something that they're going to have to expect. A lot of people want to look and say, well, the retail on my car, I've seen them, they're asking $15,000. Well, everybody has a liking price, or an asking price, a liking price, and a taking price. So what you see out there is in all likelihood not what the person is going to pay. Okay? They're going to try and negotiate. They're going to want more for their trade-in, or they're going to want lower payments, or they're going to want to put less money down. So those are all things that are going to play into this in terms of buying a car. So just keep those things in mind. Now, when's the best time to get a great deal? Well, who wants to spend an entire day at a dealership? Raise your hand. And you see, not even my hand went up. So here's a couple things that you can do. Usually, car dealers are not busy in the morning. So if you can, go in the morning. If you're unable to go in the morning, keep in mind that you're probably not necessarily. If you're the only person in the showroom, then you've got everybody's attention. That's awesome. But if you're not, keep in mind that typically there are a couple of managers working multiple deals, and there's only so many business managers that can actually finalize the paperwork. But that doesn't mean that you can't have some of your ducks in a row. So get a rough idea on what your car is worth. When you take a look at that, figure roughly what, is it going to need brakes? Am I looking at a brake job? If you don't, I'm not telling you to tell the salesperson that. I'm just saying, think about that in your mind. Is it going to need tires? Is it going to need, does it have a service engine soon light on? And if it does, take it to O'Reilly's. They'll hook up their machine and tell you what code it's got, so that when you bring the car in for trade, you can say, this is why it has that service engine soon light on. that will give them an immediate idea on what the repair costs are going to be. So those are just a few of the things that we're going to be talking about. We'll be talking about more, and I'll get into more detail the next time on Jim's Trans Zone.